5 years to live, Nollywood Kemi Afolabi reveals in tears how much longer she has. In an interview granted recently, Nollywood Yoruba actress Kemi Afolabi Adeshikpe, who in recent time have been open concerning her health journey, said that she's been told she has just 5 years to live.
If you make sure you're with your loved ones and everything, at least you still have up to like 5 years. Biology is about 1,200,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So it depends on the kind of body, your kind of body. So it might not work.
So you're gonna spending that 1 point something.
Yeah, it was not working. I was in pain. I was crying. I was the whole time. So at some point I said I don't even need the medication. Let me just wait for death to come. If that's what is going to kill me. But when I saw my daughter. Because initially they didn't want her to see me. So at some point that I was feeling like I couldn't breathe properly. So I said, let her come and see me in this position. Let her come and see me. I need to see, even if I'm going to die, I need to see my daughter.
And that was in 2021. So she has lived 1 out of the 5 more years that she has to live, meaning that technically she has just 4 more years to stay with us. She said that she is currently struggling with an autoimmune and inflammatory disease called systemic lupus erythematosus SLE, and so she has lupus. In her own words, she said that the disease can only be managed through medication. I have lupus, it is not curable. You just have to take medications for the rest of your life. I've spent over 1 million on treatment, yet I did not get the desired result. These are the words of Kemi Afolabi. While she was in tears, she actually couldn't even get a coherent word across because she just kept breaking down. I can imagine how you would feel when you are told that you have just this number of years. It's something we see in movies. I even think probably in one of our movies she must have acted the role of somebody with a terminal illness. But this is also a disease that can be managed and she does not have to die, according to some Nigerians. Trust Nigerians to react. Some people are saying, well, if you can get yourself to go out of a country, you should be able to manage this disease effectively, and at the end of the day you can end up to live even longer than the 5 years they have told you. Some other people are like, you should just pray, you should not believe the doctor's words but only believe God's word. Another person is saying, they told my mom she has just 3 months to live. 3 years later, my mom is still here. And she says lupus hardly kills. Another person is saying that she just requires treatment abroad. For her to even come out and give this interview, Kemi Afolabi said she had to be cajoled by her friends. In fact, the host of the interview, Trude, said that why Kemi Afolabi came out to speak was because her friends reached out to him, and after reaching out to Kemi Afolabi to say, you need to tell your story, you need to get it out there, because like I said, Kemi Afolabi has been quite vocal with her illness and her health journey. Sometime in January, Kemi Afolabi took to Instagram to announce the diagnosis that she had, that she's been diagnosed with an incurable disease, and she was diagnosed with SLE that has no cure but can be managed by medications. She even said that as at then, when they gave her that sentencing in court, she already prepared for death. She prepared her will and she booked a funeral ground for herself. She said, I wrote my will and booked a space at Ebony Vault in 2021, but God showed me how faithful he is despite my unfaithfulness. She continued to say, who am I that God is so mindful of my existence? Me, ordinary sand, that was tossed away from a private hospital to the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital to Hami Barracks Hotel WAEC, and finally Luth, where I spent over 3 months. She said, fluid blocked my lungs, affected my heart from functioning well, which was the reason for my breathlessness, and this is caused by the condition diagnosed. Surgery was the only option to drain the fluid fast, was what she wrote. But then that was in January of 2022 when she announced that she had SLE, and she booked a vault for herself, and she was preparing for death, even though she has a teenage daughter, Dara Simi. In 2021 of October, before she announced what was wrong with her, she took to her Instagram page to call out people who were coming for her for weight gain. You know, for in the industry where she works and a career, there is a lot of attention based to what you look like physically. And so when people started noticing that Kemi Afolabi was gaining a lot of weight, although she took a short break, but anytime she went on set, a lot of people just kept mentioning that she was gaining weight. She was like, she dismissed criticism, but she is not happy with a lot of people talking about her weight. She said that she's going to start giving anybody buzzwords, open mentions her weight, because you don't know what people are going through within them. That was when she was still really struggling and the diagnosis was still really new, before 2022 January, when she announced what has happened to her. Kemi Afolabi is 43 years old and she made her debut with the movie Alagba. Then in 2008, shortly after she gained recognition in Nigeria, she took a break when she got married to Mr. Adeshikpe, who is not based in Nigeria. In fact, Kemi Afolabi's marriage to Mr. Adeshikpe is one of the most private things she's done, until recently that she started to make her life a little bit public by sharing her journey. But she came back in 2013 and it was just like she never left, because she started producing movies back to back, and she said that those were the projects she worked on while she was away, and it was time for her to just put it into limelight. So it seemed like Kemi Afolabi never left. She is also a lawyer. She graduated from the University of Lagos, having studied law. So yes, Kemi Afolabi is a learned person. I mean, not a learned colleague. I was going to say learned colleague, but I'm not a lawyer, you know. She featured in several movies, Nigerian movies like Gold Statue in 2019, Sandra Orekemulere in 2006, Ayomi Sandra in 2015, Omopupa in 2008, Obìnrin Aletinuke in 2015, Ayomi Sandra in 2015, Capone's Wife in 2019, among others. Kemi Afolabi has not been shy talking about what she's going through and how she's been going through the things she's been going through. Like I said, she has a teenage daughter who she gave birth to a few years ago, but not a lot of things as to be known concerning her. But a lot of celebrities are praying for her. Iyabo Ojo has prayed for her and said, "You have faith, you will live longer." Ngozi Nwosu also prayed for her and said, "You will live longer." Iyabo Ojo apologized to the actress for not keeping in touch recently and prayed that God will heal her. Kemi Afolabi has also several times posted video collages and pictures of people in the industry who have stood by her, who have sent her money, because remember she said that sometimes she spent as much as 1 million naira in order to take her medications in a month. So she appreciates most of her colleagues who reach out to her, who send her cash gifts, food, for whatever reason. She appreciates them. So her colleagues are actually rallying around her and wishing her the very best. Anyways, guys, that's it concerning Kemi Afolabi's diagnosis. She says she has 5 years to live. The Nigerians have rejected the doctor's report over her, encouraging her to have faith and pray that that will not be her portion, with some other advising that she should leave the country and go get proper treatment for lupus, because it's a condition that she can actually live with and not die. I will see you in the next video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you for watching this.